Here is a question for today. You need to solve this following indices equation. It seems a little hard, but you can solve it step by step since the bases are all equal. So do you remember the indices rule? A to the m times by a to the n is equal to a to the m plus n. So let's try to use this indices rule to simplify the denominator part. So root 10 to the power 400 over, apply the rule, then 10 to the 220 plus 80. This is how we apply. So simplify that expression, then we get root 10 to the power 400 over 10 to the power 300. Now we have to recognize that we need the division rule. A to the m divided by a to the n is equal to a to the m minus n. Let's rewrite the value into the division form. Then root 10 to the 400 divided by 10 to the 300. Let's try to apply the division rule. Then we get root 10 to the power 400 minus 300. We could rewrite the equation into root 10 to the 100 is equal to 10 to the k. And do you remember we could still turn the square root into the form of indices? We can turn the square root something to the power of 1 over 2. So let's try to keep that inner part 10 to the 100. And now we still have to apply the indices rule, which is the power rule, to simplify. So 10 to the power 100 times by 1 over 2. This is how we apply the power rule. So it turns into 10 to the power 50. And don't forget that value is equal to 10 to the k. Then we simply need to solve that equation. If you look into the equation, since the bases are all equal, we need the same power too. So k equals to 50. This is the answer for today's question. New math lessons uploaded every Thursday. Subscribe and keep preparing your exams with me.